Hello friends, welcome to a new topic today. In this chapter, we are going to learn about excretion. Okay, it is general pharmacology. So in that we are going to learn about excretion of the drug. So here, if you see any drug which enters the body, it should be excreted. So there are three modalities of excretion of any drug. So the drug can go to the kidney and it get excreted. So kidney is the most common mode of excretion of any drug. So in the kidney, it can get excreted by tubular secretions. Around 80% of the drug is excreted in tubular secretion. And in this 80% with tubular secretion, both the free drug and plasma protein bound drug can get excreted. Here in tubular secretion, excretion of both free drug and plasma protein bound drug occurs. Whereas we have glomerular filtration. In glomerular filtration, around 20% of the drug is excreted. So around 20% of the drug is excreted in free drug is excreted in glomerular filtration. Then if you see, that is the excretion through kidney, then drug can also be excreted through liver and lungs. In the lungs, if you see, there are lipid soluble drugs are mainly excreted through lungs, whereas in kidney and liver, water soluble drugs are mainly excreted in kidney and liver. Then if you see the rate of elimination of the drug, mainly depends upon the plasma concentration and clearance. Rate of elimination of the drug depends upon the plasma concentration and the drug clearance. So what is drug clearance? Drug clearance is the amount of drug that is cleared from the plasma per unit time. That is the amount of drug that is excreted per unit time. Okay, so you can say this is the formula which states rate of drug elimination is equal to plasma concentration of the drug into drug clearance. So if you see phase 1 drug tells us about the amount of drug entering the plasma is more than the elimination of the drug. In phase 1 drug, amount of drug that is entering the plasma is more than elimination. In phase 2 drug, the amount of drug that is entering the plasma is equal to the amount of drug that is eliminated. So as a result, we have the straight line. Okay, in phase 1, the amount of drug entering the plasma is more than elimination, and that is the reason where you see increased plasma concentration. Whereas in phase 2, the amount of drug entering the drug is equal to that of eliminated. So that will reach a steady state plasma concentration, and this steady state plasma concentration is mainly achieved after 4 to 5 half-lives. After 4 to 5 half-lives, one will achieve the steady state concentration. Then we have phase 3. In phase 3, the amount of drug eliminated is more than the drug that is entering. In phase 3, the amount of drug that is eliminated is more than the drug that is entering the concentration. So we have continuous IV infusion. In continuous IV infusion, infusion rate is equal to the plasma concentration into clearance. In continuous IV infusion, you should remember the infusion rate is equal to the plasma concentration into clearance. Okay, that is continuous IV infusion. Now we have something called as intermittent dosing, which you have to see here. In this intermittent dosing, for intermittent dosing, we should find out something called as maintenance dose. Okay, so what is this maintenance dose? Maintenance dose is equal to rate of the drug elimination into time. If you multiply rate of drug elimination into time, then you will have to see the amount of drug that has been excreted should be given back into the plasma, right? In order to maintain the dose, the amount of drug that is lost should be reinfused, right? So you will have to see the rate of drug elimination per time into time. You will have to multiply those and you will get the maintenance dose. So what is rate of drug elimination? Rate of drug elimination is nothing but the clearance into plasma concentration. So you can tell that maintenance dose is equal to the clearance into maintenance dose is equal to the plasma concentration into clearance into time, right? So plasma concentration is equal to volume of distribution is equal to dose by plasma concentration, right? So plasma concentration is equal to dose by volume of distribution, right? So plasma concentration you can substitute as dose by volume of distribution. Then if you see what is clearance, so for the clearance there is a formula like half-life is equal to volume of distribution by clearance into 0.693. Okay, so clearance is equal to volume of distribution by half-life into 0.693. So you can get by that the maintenance dose is equal to, you're just substituting it, right? So once you substitute it, you get the maintenance dose as 0.693 into dose by half-life into time, right? So this is plasma concentration, so this is maintenance dose. So if you see, you can tell at the end that maintenance dose mainly depends upon the clearance, that is the amount of drug that is cleared per unit time is main important thing in maintenance dose, because volume of distribution has been cancelled, right? Next, that is about the excretion. Now we will see something called as kinetics of drug elimination. So this kinetics of drug elimination will mainly depend upon the order of drugs. So we have two different types of order of drug. We have zero order and we have first order kinetics. In zero order kinetics, these are the important buzzwords which you should remember. In zero order kinetics, constant amount of drug is eliminated per unit time in zero order kinetics. In first order kinetics, constant proportion of drug is eliminated per unit time in first order kinetics. See, in zero order, always constant amount, always a particular amount of drug is eliminated per unit time in zero order kinetics. In first order kinetics, a constant proportion of drug is eliminated per unit time. So think that dose is constant. In both these, dose is constant and clearance is also constant. Then rate of drug elimination is equal to plasma concentration into clearance, right? Now rate of drug elimination is equal to plasma concentration into clearance is a constant. Here clearance is constant, right? So clearance is constant. So plasma concentration into constant. In rate of drug elimination, plasma concentration is to the power of 0. So that is equal to constant. So here in zero order kinetics, rate of drug elimination is constant. Okay, in first order kinetics, rate of drug elimination is equal to plasma concentration to the power of order. Here order is first order, so to the power of 1 into constant. So here rate of drug elimination is directly proportional to plasma concentration in first order kinetics. So in first order kinetics, rate of drug elimination is directly proportional to plasma concentration, whereas in zero order kinetics, rate of drug elimination is constant. So even if the dose is increased, the rate of drug elimination is constant in zero order kinetics. So if you think the dose is 100 milligrams and rate of drug elimination is 20, we are assuming the dose to be 100 milligrams and rate of drug elimination to be 20 milligrams per hour. So if there is 100 grams, 20 milligrams is eliminated always. So 100 to 20, then 60, then 50. So for half-life is 5 hours. For half of the drug to get eliminated is half-life. The time taken for half of the drug to get eliminated is half-life. So here half-life is 5 hours. So in the second case, we have increased the dose. The dose has been doubled to 200. But still here the rate of drug elimination is constant. Why? It does not depend upon either the plasma concentration or dose, right? So in the beginning, the plasma concentration, the dose is increased to 200. So the plasma concentration is 200. Then after 2 hours, 20 milligrams is excreted. Again 2 hours, 20 milligrams is excreted. Like that, for reaching half, that is 200 to 100, almost it took 10 hours. So if you see, as the dose increased, then what is happening to half-life? Half-life is increased, right? As the dose increased, half-life is increased. Then what is happening to the clearance? See, as the dose, see here 100 grams of drug is given, clearance is 50. So 50 milligrams is lost. Whereas here in second case, 100 milligrams of drug is given. At the end, 100 milligrams is lost, 100 milligrams is remaining. So what is happening to the clearance? Clearance is decreased because there is more amount of drug left when the dose is increased. So here the clearance is decreased, right? That is for zero order kinetics. Then what happens? The same for first order kinetics. In first order kinetics, here rate of drug elimination is directly proportional to plasma concentration. So first the dose is 100, so the half-life is obviously it is 20% of plasma concentration. Just think that it is directly proportional to plasma concentration. We are taking it as 20% of plasma concentration. So 20% of 100 is nothing but it is 20. In the first 2 hours 20 milligrams is lost. Then the second elimination, if you see here, 80 milligrams is the plasma concentration. So 80 of 20, if you see, 16 milligrams will be lost and only 64 milligrams will be remaining. Then again for this you will have to do 20%. So if you do 20% for this, again 12.8 milligrams is lost, remaining 51.2 milligrams will remain. Okay, so this is almost half. So around it took 6 hours. Okay, now you have increased the dose. When the dose is increased, now this is into 20%. So for this, if you see, into 20% is like 40 milligrams is lost, so it is 160. Again for this, if you see 20%, almost 32 milligrams is lost, so that is 128 is remaining. Again for this 20%, if you see, 25.6 milligrams is lost, so there is 102.4 milligrams is remaining. So it took 6 hours. So if you see, the half life is, in the first case it is 6 hours, in the second case also it is 6 hours. What about the dose? Sorry, what about the clearance? Clearance is, in the first case, clearance is almost constant. Okay, so in this, if you see, half-life is, what is happening to half-life? Half-life is constant. That is, the constant amount of drug, constant amount of drug has been eliminated by the time it reached 50%. So in the first order kinetics, half-life is constant, but clearance is also constant. So this is the main difference. In zero order kinetics, clearance decreases and half-life increases, whereas in first order kinetics, half-life is constant and clearance is also constant, because the constant amount of proportion of drug has been eliminated. Then if you see saturation kinetics, we have something called as saturation of elimination. For zero order kinetics, it has early saturation of elimination. What does this saturation of elimination mean? See, if you see, the amount of drug which is eliminated will increase as the plasma concentration increases, and at a certain point, so if you see, if I draw a graph between plasma concentration and elimination, I'll draw it like this. So if I draw a graph which is showing elimination of the drug and plasma concentration, okay, as the plasma concentration increases, elimination will also increase, but it reaches a particular point, and after that, though you increase the plasma concentration, the elimination is constant. So what does this mean? I'll just show you. See, here in first state, you have given the plasma concentration of 1 milligram. Then elimination is 1 milligram. You have increased it. 2 milligrams, elimination is 2 milligrams. You have increased to 3 milligrams, elimination is 3 milligrams. So like that, you have increased to 5 milligrams. Elimination is 5 milligrams. The maximum amount of the drug that can be eliminated at that point in that tissue is just 5 milligrams. So if you, after this, if you increase the dose, you have increased to 6 milligrams, but 6 milligrams is not being excreted. How much is excreted? It is 5 milligrams is only excreted. No matter how high you increase the plasma concentration, the constant amount of drug is eliminated. So these are a type of reactions where this first part, as the concentration is increasing, the elimination is increased. So this is almost first order kinetics. After it has reached a certain point, though the concentration is increasing, the elimination is becoming constant, right? So this type of reactions, there is a name given to this type of reactions, which are called as pseudo zero reactions. So these reactions are given the name of pseudo zero reactions. So that means they will have, in the first order kinetics, then after a particular saturation is reached, they will follow a zero order kinetics. Okay, most of the zero order drugs which we are talking about will express this pseudo zero order kinetics, and they include alcohol, theophylline, tolbutamide, phenytoin, heparin, methanol, warfarin. So because of this pseudo zero order reaction, once a particular point of the once the saturation kinetics has been saturation of elimination has been reached, after that even if you increase the dose, the drug is not being eliminated. So as a result, there is increased chances of toxicity of that drug because of this pseudo zero order reaction or saturation of elimination. That is early saturation of elimination we call it as. Whereas in first order kinetics there will be late saturation of elimination. Even here definitely there will be saturation of elimination, but that is seen at a higher dose, not at the normal dose. At the higher dose, see, this has been seen at around 1000 milligrams, which is very high dose. Okay, so most of the drugs will follow first order kinetics. So this is about the order of kinetics. So this is completely about pharmacokinetics. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. In the next class we will learn about pharmacodynamics. Thank you.